Welcome to this. uh, we just finished up. Episode 6. As we were talking between finishing the session and now, for you guys, as I am going to start checking in more and more with you guys as far as like with your backstories and stuff. Now, because we have you guys have congrats, you made it through the first kind of level of this. You got through the tutorial in Hollyhead, and you've beat the first dungeon of the game, the tutorial dungeon, as it were. So now, as we kind of get into a lot more of the sandbox elements of this game, because as you may have noticed, once the sun rises, like, you guys will be able to talk, have some downtime, but really, it'll be up to you guys to decide where the story goes next. I'll be checking in with you guys as far as like with your backstories, any details that may still need to be hashed out. I want to make sure that your characters are perceived by the world in the way you intend for them to be, basically. I want to make sure that I don't have the world reacting to your character in a way that is not how you are trying to present them to the world, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. You guys are officially level 2 now, which means first things first, we're gonna roll some hit dice. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna see how this changes as we go. But this time, we're gonna go one by one and just roll hit points. And I'm assuming you guys are probably going to be taking a second level in whatever class you currently are. I don't think any of you are planning on multi-classing this early. So we're gonna go down the line. Cole, I assume you're what second level are you taking?
Second level in Berserker, which means not much changes except I get maneuvers and furious critical. I get furious critical, which is
maneuvers in A5e are a whole can of worms. They're kind of like Battle Master maneuvers in 5e. So we'll touch base on mechanics and all that. But roll your hit die, which I believe for you is a D12 plus your con.
There is like 6 different versions of Furious Critical, and I can take one at every even-numbered level. They all do different things, so as I level up, my critical hits are going to do more different things to the person.
Hell yeah. I'm here for it.
Okay, D12. Not max, but that is 11 plus 4.
There you go.
That is 15 hit points, which puts my max HP at a cool 33.
There you go.
2. Stand behind me. Yeah, and I don't get. I'm just looking level 2 stuff. I don't get anything but Furious Critical. And Danger Sense. I now have advantage on every dexterity saving throw unless I'm incapacitated.
Against effects that you can see.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry. Effects I can see.
Yes.
And I can't be blinded, deafened, or incapacitated, so that's good to know. But yeah, that's me at level 2. I get bigger, beefier, and I can do more things.
Yeah, fantastic. Bex, what's your second level?
Yeah, so I'm gonna take a second level in my cleric healer.
I'm gonna open the chat real quick because I haven't checked it.
We had a lot of laughs today.
We were giggling on the side.
Dude,
I'm here for it.
Let's see.
All
right.
The amount of memes of Cal hitting people that are in the chat. Well, there's 2 of them.
She was asleep for half the session. I had to do something, and I made memes.
Okay.
I love the memes. I love the memes so much, Abby.
I think for you, for cleric, it's a D8.
It's a D8. I rolled well.
Yay!
So I rolled a 6 plus my con is 2.
Hell yeah!
So plus 8. That feels wrong. That feels like I'm too beefy now.
That puts you at what, 18 hit points?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
33.
Fantastic. Alrighty, Spencer. What you got going on over there?
Yeah, I will be taking a second level in the Warlock. That means I get my Eldritch Invocations,
Woo!
and I get Secrets of Arcana, and I get to know 3 spells, and I get 4 spell points. So let me. And my hit die is a D8. So let's see what we got here. Oh, okay, 5. So yeah, that'll be my hit points are 15.
Yay. Fantastic. And Abigail.
Alright, we're going rogue. Bad. 2.
Oh.
I got 2 hit points.
Do you not... Oh, that's right. You don't have a
I
con
don't have a
modifier.
con mod.
Oh no.
It happens.
You gotta wait till level 4 for that ASI, man.
I'm not putting that towards con. I've got other stuff to do. Um,
Fair. I'm gonna have 20 strength.
it's okay. I have 10 hit points now. We're good. Everything's gonna be okay.
10 is your max?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Never, ever get out from behind Cal.
My what I get for level 2 is I get a combat tactic.
Ooh.
And then 2 combat maneuvers with proficiency in 2 different traditions.
Hell
so
yeah.
We're gonna have a look at those.
Yeah. Awesome. And Royale. What we got going on with Agnew here?
I am going to stick with the second level of Ranger. I'm gonna. It's weak set. So trying to decide what I want to pick in.
I forgot he was a ranger.
Agnew. Honestly, I didn't know what the fuck Agnew was when we loaded up today. I was like, I don't know. He's something with a crossbow. I don't know.
Like he has to be like a rogue or like a fighter.
He's just a guy.
Just a guy.
Well,
I just a lad.
To be fair, Ranger is better in A5e than it is in 5e or 2024, but that's not a high bar.
Well, it's overhated and anyway. So I think what are you looking at for hit points?
I'm gonna roll my D10 and see what we get. I'm at hit points. My max is 11, so 2. That's fun.
Yeah.
We both got 2.
Wait, did you roll a 1 on your hit die?
No, I rolled a 2.
Okay,
I rolled
cool.
a 2
Sorry.
on my die.
When you guys level up, you can reroll 1s on your hit points because that shit
Okay.
sucks.
Oh, I don't like that.
2
also sucks, but you got to know when to hold them.
2's just that moment where it's like, you don't get anything for this except here's a pity. Here's your HP.
Yeah, well, fantastic. So, before as we get into the scheduling for the next session, my January is going to be all over the place. So we'll see what comes up there. Not to date when this is being recorded, but happy holidays. We'll see. We'll see if we get anything down for January. But I'll make sure that I'm touching base with you guys with mechanics to make sure we understand how kind of the maneuvers and the tactics and the level 2 stuff all works, and then we'll go from there. But for now, let's go ahead and go into our stars and wishes, gang. And as established, I'll roll a d6 to see who goes first. It
Who's going
is
down there?
well, that is a 1. So, Cole, start us off.
Oh no. Fuck. I will say, starting off straight up with Royale, that conversation between Agnew and Cal has absolutely altered his mindset in a big way when he's in a battle. And really kind of put him off the edge a little bit, so to speak. So I really like the way you did that, like the way you like verbalized how Agnew feels about killing hit Cal at a very deep level, and that's perfect. Um, Bex. Cal is now, or Rain is now the person Cal is protecting with their entire being and life, because she saved his life, and then immediately gave him a talk of like, no, honey, you're a sweet boy. Like that was like the thing is like Agnew was like, hey, it's okay. Rain was like, you're a sweet boy. What are you talking about? You're so nice. And he was like, I don't think you're hearing what I'm saying, but oh, I appreciate you. So Rain is now protect number protect priority number 1 for him. Um, Abigail. First off, I'm sorry. Second off,
That's fine. You did the right thing.
I really liked how Abigail's just for like roleplay moments that Abigail and Cal, I feel like he would have seen this. Her first reaction to seeing Cal go down was step in between the attacker and him. He's not going to forget that. And I love the way you played that as like, keep away from my friend. That was great. Fucking Spencer, the MVP Neander of this combat encounter, killing all the fucking ghosts. Like, honestly, that's my star for Neander, is killing all the damn ghosts. And just like being, honestly, this combat encounter, in my opinion, MVPs until he got possessed. But you know, everyone makes mistakes, you know. But that was great. Obviously, that was pretty much, like I said. Also, Cal is also very sorry to Neander for Bink. Jake, you beautiful bearded bastard, you. That combat encounter was very, very well done. I say this as as a player and as a fellow GM. Like that combat encounter was perfect all the way through. Yeah. It had the right amount of tension, the right amount of stakes, but also was winnable, which is what you want to look for in a combat, especially this early. We're level 1. We were level 1. I really enjoyed that combat encounter. And I also liked that you challenged Cal to a point where it's like, hey, some of these enemies are going to be a little bit out of his comfort zone. And that made me think more about what Cal was going to do, which is the sign of a great GM. You did a great job. Also, the fucking conversation between Agnew and the damn door, or the spirit or whatever. Why are you so good at spooky voices, bro?
Just wait till I add shit in post.
But that's my stars. My wish. My wish is a little interesting. It's not even something Jake as the GM can do. Cal needs someone to pull him out of his mindset. Because he's on the path to ruin in his mind. Even with Agnew and Sir John. Also, Jake, that conversation between Cal and Sir John. Perfect. Everything I wanted that conversation to be. So you get 2 stars. Sorry. But my wish... I don't know if it's really wish. It's just like... more opportunities for the party to sit and chit-chat. That's my big thing. I want to chit-chat with the party. I want our Baldur's Gate 3 cap segment. Alright, I'm done. I'll roll 2. I'll roll a d6 since there's 5 of you. 1 is me, and I'll re-roll. 2 is Bex, 3 is Jake, 4 Spencer, 5 Abigail, 6 Royale.
And we'd never forget
2
4 is
Bex!
Spencer.
Bexalia, it's your turn.
Oh, sorry. I normally try to take notes throughout the session, and I was too engrossed in my note keeping this time. I wasn't writing down my stars. And Cal, Cole, I think you had some really great moments tonight. Kind of expounding a little bit on Cal's character and giving him some depth, which I think was really great. And I think he had some good interactions with other characters, which is good. I also agree that I think that's going to be fun coming up is getting a little bit of interaction between characters now that some stuff is starting to kind of snowball and, backstories are starting to come up. Vela was mostly quiet this session, but you had some really good battle moments. You're really good at like characterizing how you're fighting. I think the tendency with rogues can sometimes be like, oh yeah, I just run up with my daggers and stab, and you do a really good job making combat interesting, which I think is really great. And then let's see, Royale, I know you missed a good part of the front part of the session, but then you came in strong. Holy shit! The whole door thing, I was on the edge of my seat. I still have questions that I want answered, but I thought it was really great, and I think your interaction with Cal was really great this session. I think kind of laid the groundwork for some like buddy moments too in the future, which is great. And then Spencer, last but not least, there was one little moment, and I'm trying to remember it, like it was towards the very end, and I was just like sitting there going like, oh, that's so clever. Like so many of your little quips throughout, like just kind of, you're so quick on like adding little flavor moments to piggyback off of what other people are saying that are just really, really clever, and I think really like enhance your character and also boost up everybody else's characters. And I think that that's really smart, and it's really great, and I love that, as I love seeing that in other players. And then Jake, fantastic session, of course, as always. I think this is a really good balance of like a difficult battle, but then also having moments to like communicate with each other, but also like very clearly laying some breadcrumbs for like how things are starting to interconnect. And I'm very excited to see what plot points start dropping here in the next session. So I'm floored by the world that you have created, and I am infinitely grateful for you putting this together. Oh, wishes. I don't know what my wishes are. More scheduling availability for all of us so that we can play more often. That's my wish.
January's hard. It's my birth
Can't be as hard as this month.
Fair. Fix it a play!
I'm doing a show.
Sweeney Todd. Not he's in Sweeney Todd. He is Sweeney Todd.
Bex, you want to roll a D4 to see
right.
who...
I told you, my brain is like fried.
Motherfucker is the lead.
Just so cool. 4, so Royale, you're up.
Wait, oh, it's me. Haha.
It's you!
It's
Okay.
the guy.
Starting off, Cole, I really liked Cal and Agnew's conversation. I appreciate it because it pushed me to think in a way to add more vulnerability for Agnew, because we've all seen little sensitive spots here and there, but try to keep it at arm's length, most is on the sleeve kind of thing. And I just like how Cal could just kind of just walk in like no walls, just goes through like, hey guys, how's it going? It's a warm feeling. It's a nice interaction, and I just like the grounded conversation of all. It brings you back to like family members. They today drove me crazy, but I love them not the same.
Brother,
so
my dad went down to preach to the choir.
So I really like that. Vex, I'm sorry Rain had to see that.
My poor girl's so freaked out now.
The door. Hold the
I
door.
came back.
You're gonna turn her into Hodor. She's freaked out of any door now.
Yeah, that was a fun interaction too, because Agnew was definitely scared on wit's end because he's already out of his element. Already out of his element, trying to properly find a fun foundation for himself, and then the door, the spooky door, the spooky door. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun conversation when we pick that one up. It's gonna be really fun. Jake,
I has questions.
Jake, excellent job, excellent job. Thank you, for throwing that curveball in. That was a fun curveball. And I almost folded really bad. I want you to know.
Almost
I was like,
gotcha.
do I do it? She's like, do what am I doing? Should I? Am I? We'll figure that part out. Just the recap of it, just recapping me with everything going down. I was able to get a nice little picture of what I missed, which I do apologize for, because the day was not supposed to. We just went to see the Nutcracker, man.
Emily will do
But
that.
it I really like how I was able to explore among the other NPCs before going down into the crypt, getting in their headspace, because this is a pretty dark and messed up situation. Like, death is in the air, and we're still here, smiling and laughing somehow, which is pretty cool to see. And I agree with Cole. I mean, as someone who voices villains and creatures from time to time, that is, yeah, spooky door. We need more spooky. We need more. I vote for more spooky. I'm gonna vote for Ice to be more spooky. Can we get Ice? um, Spencer, I love how Neander kind of just ties into all of this unwillingly, and it's not. It's like, just imagine you leave your house 200 years ago, just to be like, man, these guys are trying to drag me back home. He's I really like that, and while I missed out on the fights, I would agree with Bex. I like the quips, especially when like Cal's like, "Guys, I'm sorry," and then Neander's like, "Not a word, not a word. I was going to sit over there."
That was it.
I love it. I love it. Abigail, I loved Vela's reaction to Agnew when like a little piece of the trip bit of the lore just came out, and I was intrigued by the misfits, because here's Agnew feeling bad that he got everybody in a situation he had no intention of getting them into, because what are the chances? And here's Vela. Hey, do you know about the misfits? My dad's in there, and it's just like, well, it's just kind of like, you know,
Love them.
it's sweet. It's a very sweet, uplifting moment, because everybody's like beat up and down, and it's like, you know what? If she sees her dad as a hero, why not? It's a nice feeling. And I want to get more of Des interactions too. The big wish. I want us all to hit jackpot. We got to get to level 7. I I was gonna say 5, but 5 is might be easy. I don't know. We all gotta roll our slot machines and hit nothing but 7. We gotta hit the jackpot. We gotta hit the jackpot. All right, and now I'm gonna roll d4, and we are gonna land on a 3. Abigail.
Nice. Sorry, I'm listening to Heather's the musical. Anyways.
Welcome to my candy store.
Shut up, Heather.
Anyways, okay. I'll go in reverse Discord order this time. So Royale. Oh my gosh, Agnew lore, tasty lore drop. I need more of it. I am so happy that Agnew's a raven. That's so cool. I want more right now. And I love the way that Agnew was a little regretful of like, so you all are kind of in this now, and any questions?
Andrew was so sus. He's so sus about everything.
Yeah, and then that'll get a segue into Neander being like, yes, several. Have you heard of the fact that this is illegal?
Right?
I love that Neander was looking for adventure and is back in the building, but on the other side of the door. Like, it's like, oh wait, oh no. So I'm excited to see a little more crash out on Neander's side for this, because Neander went from being almost completely in his depth to now being a little bit out of his depth with this. I love it. I love that so much. POV, you're Neander. You woke up from getting knocked out and just found out you're gonna be a wanted criminal, probably. And then Jake. I love combats that have a little extra something to them, a little extra mechanic, and the strategy of needing to get the spirits to the, like, closer to the door, as a way to get rid of them was so cool, especially when Neander was out, because there wasn't much magic left to go against the spirits. So having to strategize of like, okay, we gotta get him over here was very cool, and I love that. And then for Rain, I didn't expect Rain's crash out, and it was so charming. I loved Rain tattling as soon as you guys got back upstairs. Rain was like, "Oh, good, you guys are awake. Agnew, have fun." Agnew tried to open a door, talk to Agnew.
Immediately going, Agnew is sus.
So funny. Oh, I love it so much because Rain is like pretty perfect. And this was a very funny moment of like almost weakness for Rain, of like, they cheated. Like, and I love it so much. It was cracking me up. And then last but not least, Cole for Cal. I am fascinated by Cal's morality, and I want to learn more about it. Because I can't pinpoint it, and I'm so fascinated by it. I love that Cal was showing concern for the fact that when he's mechanically in a rage, he doesn't emotionally feel anything. But then later being like, but if I have to kill to keep the people I love safe, then I'll do it. So, all right, like, was very, very good.
Makes you feel any better? Hal doesn't even know.
Hey, that's
He's
part
so
of
confused.
that's part of learning how to be an adventurer.
He's a confused, almost 25-year-old man.
Happy birthday, Cal. Your birthday's going to bring a nice campfire side chat where we lore dump on each other. That's my wish. The campfire talk.
Next session, just campfire.
Let's go. Let's do it. Oh, I gotta do the thing.
Roll the dice, Abigail.
Okay. Wait, who has it?
Jake.
And Spencer. Okay. So Jake.
Just roll a d20. Odds and evens, yeah.
Odds and evens. Jake is odds. Spencer is evens. Spencer, you go. That was 16.
I think this was the same exact order we went in last night. I truly think it was.
It wasn't because I went first last time.
Yeah, that's right.
Abigail went. Abigail
The
went
ending
first.
was the same.
The ending was the same. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think I'm going to start with our GM here, Jake. I think from a great session as always, but I think also too, especially in combat, I don't think even you kind of, I don't think you realize this, but you kind of set when I'm playing Neander, you kind of set him up like, oh, you see this? I'm like, oh, perfect. I'm just going to go and grab his spine and do shocking grasp because there's something he can do. Because it's almost like I was like, how do we hit? How do I hit an incorporeal spirit?
Yeah.
Oh, magic can. Oh, that's what I do, right? But I think the way you set it up, like I think everyone said it, like it was perfectly balanced, but also the cadence of it all. Like there were times where okay, we have to pick it up. Also, times where it slowed down. This is what you. Not everything you described is like, oh, this is like, how do you do this, or like this is what you see. It's more so on certain moments where it matters. You slowed it down and gave us a full picture, and that was beautiful. Let's see. Now let's go with our boy Cal. You know, Cal is like I think Abigail said it beautifully, where his morality is very interesting, um, because it's like you would think he how do I describe it? You would think growing up on a farm, you would think being in the town guard, he would know a lot more than what he actually knows. Obviously, even with his brother being a soldier as well, but also I think you paint a beautiful picture of he knows morality, but not almost real world morality. Like, he doesn't understand the morals outside of Hollyhead. And I think you're paying, like, it's all coming to a head for him now. Rain. Honestly, I just loved to crash out. It was great. It was great because I think from a player perspective, we're almost the same. We're sitting there like, what? No, don't open the door. No, let's get away from here. Maybe we should just like seal this whole thing up, But I think also too the way you take on, I guess, the mom energy, really, right? Like the mom energy of the group. Also, again, I say this all the time. The interviews you as more of like, oh, a comrade of sorts. And so then again, like, and then you just feel like I'm just gonna do a herky over here and try to get the get the Andy over here. That was just, I was like, that's beautiful. That was great. That was just great. Abigail, like, again, it was the way. Well, first off, at the end, when you were like, "Oh, my dad may be able to do that," I'm like, what do you mean your dad may be able to resurrect somebody? What do you mean by that? Like, everyone was saying things.
I don't
Like,
think
what do you mean by that?
Right? She's heard a lot of stories about him, and so she's like, well, I don't know if anything could be possible.
Like, but what do we mean by this?
I feel like Neander is like, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
He's fully
like,
willing
what?
to tell that
That's
story.
Neander right now. Is just constantly, what do you mean?
It's an
I was
easy,
like,
quick story.
I've been alive for longer than all of you, but what do you mean?
like, what do you mean?
Drink
Like, what do
101.
you mean? Like, what do you mean? And then I guess going straight to morale. What do you mean? Like, literally, last night I was like, I have questions. I have so many questions, and now it's just like, oh, so yeah, I'm part of the Ravens. Secret Society. I may be in front of like a barrier for this all-powerful council. What do you mean by this? Just right. And I think even though it's not. It's almost like and I think it's a beautiful thing with you and Jake as well. Kind of, it's not a lot, and even for the viewers, right? Like, it's not everything, every backstory, but it's just enough to keep us engaged, right? And I think, okay, now it's just, okay, we got this part out of the way. Now, like, how do we tee up the next part, the next drop, right? And I think because that's my wish, right? I guess I can't wait for everyone to have that moment because it just makes. Because then everyone's gonna have, what do you mean by that? What do you mean? Because there's gonna come times when like you guys are like, Neander, what do you mean by that? It's gonna be, and I can't wait to have that time. So yeah, I guess I'll pass it back to you, Jake.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, for one, thank you guys. I am glad you all enjoyed the combat encounter. Yeah, gonna start with Spencer. Once again, like there was a lot of stuff that you like picked up on throughout the fight. Like honestly, like I hadn't even until you said it just now. I hadn't even pieced together like when I mentioned the bones and shit, and then you were like, "Oh, cool, I'm gonna grab that." Like I hadn't pieced you making that connection. Like I hadn't noticed that, and I think the fact that you seem to be, I think you're really good at like picking up on stuff like that and allowing and kind of giving Neander like material to work with as far as like why he is making certain decisions. Yeah, and it was just it was like, oh hell yeah, I love that. Yeah, grab his spine. It was so good. It was so good. I'm for both you and Abigail, I'm so glad the possession mechanic happened. I was worried it might not. Ray. Yeah.
I could feel your disappointment every time we pass the save. I could see your face just going, "Oh man."
Okay, I guess I don't get to use it. That's all right. Twice? Gee, Bill, your mom lets you have 2 possessions. Bex, with Rain, I love that you brought Gil back so soon. Can't forget about him. But then also just
forget about Gil.
just you kind of your interactions with Cal and Agnew as far as like the discussions and the backstory and those moments. I feel like Rain's concern for Cal really, like, I think you showed it in a way that wasn't like I don't know, too much. Like it was very clear, like, hey, I care about you. Oh, and now I'm worried about you. You good? And I think just Rain just seems to have a lot going on right now, and it was kind of like everybody said with the crash out, but just like seeing this character kind of finally get overloaded a little bit, and have that turn, I think was really good. And then also just the resourcefulness of not being a healer with no spell slots, and still you know, having your niche in the fight, I think was really good as well. Cole, yeah, I think kind of really exploring the nature of like being the party tank and heavy damage dealer with someone who has had a relatively sheltered life, and kind of now having to deal with the ramifications of having so much more going on now, and kind of with the direction with like Cal and John and things like that. I like where you're taking it, and I'm excited to see how it shapes up down the line, both with things that you're getting at and with things that I have planned for Cal as well. Yeah, I got schemes.
What do you?
Wait, you think I'm not scheming? But yeah, I think just kind of continuing to flesh out Cal's struggle, but also what is clearly like a bit of a spiral that he's going on. And kind of that unhealthy willingness to self-sacrifice. It was fun having the conversation with John, because there was a moment at the end of the conversation where I realized as Sir John, I was like, okay, this kid needs much more than this single conversation. I'm not doing that right now, though. I don't think he's gonna I don't think he's gonna receive that information, and so just sort of having a moment of like, he'll get there, and like, I don't, depending on where you guys go, because Sir John does live in a specific city, like whether or not he turns up again, and seeing how Cal has changed in that time. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
He's fine. He's fine.
Abigail, Vela had a lot of great moments in this fight. I think kind of calling out the strategy of getting the spirits closer to the threshold, but then also, like, I feel like Vela's had like a heavy couple sessions, and at the end of this one, getting to see her have that, like, that wonderment that she has with Agnew, and like the elements of his backstory that are coming up, and how her family, her parents tie into that with the Misfits and adventuring and all that. I think it was a nice little arc that she kind of went on to. Hopefully she gets a little bit more joy in the next couple of sessions. But yeah, very, very delightful. And then yeah, I thought I had more. Sorry, brain is starting to go. And Royale, the fact that, like, I kind of threw you right into it when you got in, and just you were ready, and you hit the ground running, was just so, you know, that you like really went in quick on it. And then I realized, like, I wasn't expecting, I don't know why I wasn't expecting it. I wasn't expecting the possibility of you opening the door. So when you kind of seemed like you were going to, I was like, oh shit. What happens if he opens this door? And
The horrifying jam moment of, oh shit, no.
I can't wait to look back and see if it reads in my eyes the moment of, like, wait, hang on. But then yeah, a bit behind the curtain moment, depending on who, it was either going to be Agnew or Cal that kind of had that encounter, depending on the scenario, and the fact that I was able to kind of seed some of what Agnew has going on, and that you were down to tussle with it was very fun. And yeah, and I'll say, I mean, I don't have a wish, because I know that next session is basically going to be a campfire session. So my wish is for your characters, as they begin to settle into the prospect of becoming adventurers, sharing more information about each other, and kind of establishing more of these connections and dynamics between everybody, and seeing where it goes from there. But yeah, fantastic, gang. Great session. I'll try and get scheduling out this week, but I know not to directly date this episode. I know we have Christmas this week, and then New Year's after that. So
Let's go.
let's go. So we'll get that availability filled out when we can. But thank you so much for joining in. We'll catch you next time for this. And bye-bye.